Hello, I've been wanting to do a short video on the difficult bit of the Mendelssohn third movement, Mendelssohn Violin Concerto third movement. And this is because, especially once we know the piece well, we play through it, and we have a performance, it's good to go through some of those sections slowly. It's really important to get the accuracy, articulation, and the sound right. So I'm going to skip the very first section, and I'm going to go directly where it starts like non-stop. This, I think, is a good speed just to get all the right notes in tune. If you find something is not in tune, slow down even more. That's extension. Every time you have those ta-da-da throughout the whole of this piece, make sure that the intervals are correct, the semitones and the tones. These are all semitones. I will do this opening section slowly, all the way through. I'm not going to go through it all now. Then I would jump to the first scale. Whatever the fingering you're doing, make sure that you always do the same and it's consistently in tune. This is one bit that I would definitely practice before a concert. Continuing from there. This bit in C sharp minor. Again, making sure that we get the right key. One more scale. Whatever fingering again, always the same. Like going up on the E string is really important to get in tune. Then we have a few jumps. Yeah, whenever we have those jumps, just practice the jumps a few times until we always get it right. So there's no wrong option. We're going to go directly to the next section, that is semiquavers. So this, in the middle of it, there's one section that always throws me, and I always need to practice it extra times. and that's this here. First is a G sharp, and then it changes. So first is G natural D sharp, and then it changes. Because it changes the key at that section. Good. Once we've done this, we can go to the next bit. Again, whenever there's semiquavers, you can always do rhythms. And then eventually. Articulation, when we have slurs, it's always on the left hand. So it needs to be really clear. This seems like the beginning, but it's not, so I need to practice separately. It's not difficult, it's just different. Again, this bit is not extremely difficult, but then from there we go to our one of those favorite bits, jumping. We need to consistently get to the same place. I recommend that we go back to third position from there. I would just loop this bar and just play it again until we can never get it wrong. Got it? Fast shift. And always in tune. Semitone and a tone. Good. So that's one of those bits that we definitely want to practice more and more times. It goes back to kind of the beginning and then it finishes in a different scale, so the next page. All those scales with rhythms are really good. And always the same fingering is possible. Then the fingers will really learn where they need to go and how much distance between the fingers. There's going to be another one of those that we did before. Twice the same. And I will stop there. Practice that bit on its own. Then the next bit is more like double stop. Change. I will practice that on its own. Once we've done this enough times, then we can do it faster. And then the next bit. I found the best way to get this right and in tempo is to do rhythms. And then the opposite. And if we practice it with all the different rhythms, eventually we will be able to play it. Good, and we go to the last page. The last page, not necessarily the most difficult, but because it's the last page, we overlook it many times. The trills are not difficult, just clarity. Now this shift is important to practice. And we just do that over and over. To that C sharp. I need to practice this until I always get it right. And then obviously getting down from there. Just one thing to note. First time we have the double stops. Is this, but later on will be it's different pattern in the left hand, so we need to make sure that we get that bottom notes right. Again, it's not super difficult, but practice it slowly as well, so we get everything correctly, especially at the end, which is easy to overlook. If you take something from this video, is practicing slowly before a performance can be super good for clarity, articulation and intonation, of course. So I hope this is helpful.